co-founder comes all the way from Cincinnati, Ohio. She builds great teams using assessment and other employee data to provide insight into the right people in the right roles for increased team productivity. Please help me welcome the founder of CloverLeaf, Kirsten Moorfield.
Good evening. My name is Kirsten Moorfield, co-founder of CloverLeaf, and my first job out of college was here. Each morning, I'd pick up a case of beer, some cruise ship staff, and I would take them horseback riding, dog sledding, and zip lining, all in the hopes of schmoozing them into selling these tours on their cruise ships. This really is a job. And I was miserable, and I sucked at it. I had a boss who was a micromanager who set unclear expectations, and I couldn't form an authentic relationship with the people I worked with. So I got another job, which still had unclear expectations. This company reorganized at least every 6 months, and everyone was overworked and underpaid, and I thrived. I had an awesome team, and I turned out to be a rock star at the job. So what was the difference between me failing and thriving? My team. Yes, we were stressed, and yes, we disagreed. But deep down, we as a team, we were committed to valuing each other's differences as good and to working towards each other's strengths. And today, more than ever, work is done on teams, but teams are failing. And to solve this, all of the team technologies are focusing on skills and performance, but actual productivity is dependent on relationships and communication. And this is the void that CloverLeaf is closing. And here's how we're doing it. So let's imagine these dots are a team of people. There's data, typically buried in HR, that informs a lot about each person's thinking styles, their behavior styles, their working styles. And CloverLeaf cross-maps all of this data using decades of research and unique algorithms to deliver deep insights. So let's imagine you are an employee on an existing team. CloverLeaf integrates in your existing software, like your calendar, so when you walk into a meeting, CloverLeaf shows you the most effective ways to relate and communicate. Or let's say you manage a team of people. Now, CloverLeaf's proprietary algorithms help you see your people's hidden strengths. So this person is really good at finding pathways through indecision. So you call on her when the team feels stuck. And this is just one of the many perspectives that CloverLeaf gives you on your people. So let's imagine you lead an entire organization and you're about to change up some teams. CloverLeaf's machine learning technology helps you identify the right mix of people that will achieve the best outcomes. So, how are we reaching businesses? We are starting focused on professional project managers, and more specifically, those using Agile. Now, Agile is a way of project management built around a manifesto. And the opening line of the manifesto is, individuals and interactions over processes and tools. But all of the technology is for processes and tools. And CloverLeaf is the first technology to focus on the individuals and interactions. These are CloverLeaf's early adopters. Now, project management technology is a $3.2 billion market, and the money spent on Agile project management alone is growing 26% year over year to nearly $2 billion by 2020. Our core revenue model is our SaaS platform with monthly recurring subscriptions. And just like Gmail and Slack, we offer pricing per user per month. Currently, we're at $10 a user a month, so a team of 100 is $1,000 a month. We start with small teams inside an organization, and we grow from there, increasing our long-term potential far beyond our early adopters in project management. And it's working. 8451 is a cutting-edge big data company in an agile transformation. They started CloverLeaf with a team of 8, increased over 10-fold, and are now rolling it out to 250 employees. And this is just one of many customers. This is an incredible opportunity, and we have the team to deliver on it. So our team has experience with successful startups, as well as managing corporate multi-million-dollar projects, SaaS enterprise sales, and psychology with organizational development. And according to CloverLeaf, we get along nicely. If you are responsible for large-scale projects in a complex organization, come talk to us. We can improve your productivity, reduce your risk, and increase your visibility. And if you want to invest in the company that is changing the productivity of teams, come talk to us. Thank you.
Really well done, Kirsten.
Thank you, Kristen.
Okay, who wants to go first? Santiago, I made eye contact with you.
Sweet. So I love how specific, narrow, whatever you want to call it, your target market is. Like Agile project managers, it's a very specific title, and then a unique attribute about those people. And so that allows you to build product tailored specifically for them, thrill them. How do you find them? So obviously you can find in LinkedIn, search project manager, what have you, but how do you know if they're an Agile sort of methodology-based shop? Do they all hang out together? How do you get to them?
No, that's a really good question. They do all hang out together, and we just go to the right bar, and it's easy.
It's the Agile bar.
It's the Agile bar, yeah. There's one in every town. No, so there are, just institutions. So there's Project Management Institute, which has a lot of Agile people that congregate there. There's the Agile Alliance. There's all of those national organizations where people come together. But then there's also consultants that sell specifically to Agile transformations, and we can partner with that consultancy agency, and we can help them not only, a lot of what they do is they have a one-time really good engagement. And then they also help with, how do you fund teams instead of projects and blah, 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 all that kind of stuff. But then they leave. And how do they actually help an organization over time change the way that they view their people? We're a great platform to partner with them in their engagements with these organizations to make that consultant agency even more effective in what they're doing.
Cool. Danielle.
Ooh, I have so many questions.
Oh, great.
Ooh, okay.
Get one.
I am gonna, Can I break? I'm just gonna break it a little bit. I'm gonna ask really fast, quick hit questions.
Great.
How long have you been around?
January.
How many customers do you have?
Paying?
Customers.
12.
And how many users?
1,600.
Are you fundraising?
We are.
How much?
1 million.
Are you close?
We are, yes, we're very close. So we have a lead. We actually have over 1 million committed, but we're going to see how that really shakes out because a commitment is different than money in the bank.
All right, that ends my questions.
That was great on both sides there. Yeah. Okay, Jeb.
I'm impressed. I like this. I think it's narrow, like Santiago said. I think that it's my only concern. It's a nice, not need to have kind of product a little bit.
Yep.
I think I can see the value in it as a CEO saying, oh, this is great, seeing how teams can work together. Are you looking to tie this in any way to ROI? I mean,
yes.
Okay, that's, I think, good.
Of course, yes, because, and that's actually a question that I'm surprised it took the last person to ask me, because that's one of the first questions that we get. And she is okay, you would have asked it.
How do you tie it to ROI?
Okay, so what we're doing right now is basically we have an MVP that we are charging paid pilots for. So what we do is we go into an organization and we partner with them on what are your objectives in this. So for some, it's just knowledge share. They want more of the knowledge to be shared within their teams. And for others, it's increased velocity or productivity, whatever you want to call it. So we're measuring that over a span of 3 to 6 months with our customers. And then as we get that data, we're going to start publicizing that, and it goes into our sales. And yes, ROI is key because we're really passionate about the fact that everybody knows somebody who hates their job, and we want to flip that. We want people to actually really love the work that they do. We are made to be productive and to get energy from doing things we're good at doing, but also that is pointless if what you're working on doesn't succeed. So the ROI is not just something we need to do, for sales. It's also something that proves to us that what we're doing is really working.
Jen.
So we've used different tools for building our teams and understanding different personalities and work styles, and I'm very into that, so this is very intriguing. There are things that I know it can't measure for, what I currently use, because humans are humans, and you can't identify us in these boxes on these scales in a way that there will be personality differences. There will be things that happen when you put different groups together. What would you advise your clients that you can't measure for?
Can you give me a more specific example?
So, we use predictive indexing, and I have been trained that you cannot measure for maturity and talent, and those are the two big factors there.
Yes.
You can put two people together, and it could go horribly wrong because one is highly immature, one's less talented than the other. What would you you're presenting this as a full service kind of solution.
Yes.
What would you advise that this doesn't take care of?
So let me clarify. We pull assessment data, but we also pull skills data. We also pull resume data. So we can actually show a lot more of that type of information because all of that is necessary to productivity and work getting done. So we would never say that you should just base this off of one point of data. You actually need to look at the entire view, and that also includes productivity and performance data and all of that. It goes all into one large package for the person. Does that answer your question? Great.
Great job, Kirsten. How about a round of applause for Kirsten?
Thank you very much. Thank you.